them crackers blitz the spot, we had them K's all on the flow. Have a son on E4 M's before he too. So we gotta, you know, I spent 30 in a week. I spent motherfucking 30 in a week. My mama know I spin, she know I push it on a T. Got to pull a spin juke move on you real quick. This ain't that, pimp. This shit got me into it right now. It's the last thing I'm doing before I go take a nap. I talk a lot about the Gen Z up on here. I'm probably not gonna chop this up much, so you're gonna have to deal with it. This water deep, you gotta float. I kept my head high with my back against the rope. About 5K for a verse, about 15 for a show. Anyway, yeah, so let's get back into this shit. Haha. Anyway, fuck these bitches, man. Hold up. You know, pull up with them brooms. Street sweep your whole block. We'll do this for now. That's superior ass Belkin technology right there, bro. To the year 2006. You never said I couldn't talk about porn. There's thousands, hundreds of thousands of other motherfuckers that bring that shit up in a way more graphic, way more focused fucking. There's a whole bitch on here. She look like a midget. She fucking do a whole fucking, her whole shit is about porn. You got Lisa Ann on here doing a whole shit that's focused on anything but porn. Side mission, but it was very passionate. Going without my passion. So I talk a lot about Gen Z on here. Now we actually, you know, completed the juke spin move, and I'm getting to the real topic of this, right? So I talk a lot about Gen Z on here. Talk a lot about Sean Ryan on here. I think Sean Ryan have the same like thought process I do about this content shit sometimes, where it's like, fuck. It's just a little different. Like with me, it's like, I can't just do the Dracula flow, bro. I feel like I'm more known as the Dracula flow type guy than Dracula flow. Like I'm not saying that. Like he's him, but I'm really him still. They just forgot he was him. And I'm about to buy that shirt, pimp. Yeah, well buy that shirt though, Rich. Don't fuck with me, cause I'll fuck with you 10 times harder. You know, I'm trying to go to bed before it's like 6, 7 a.m. Function optimally on Optimus Prime. Because I talk a lot about Sean Ryan and the Gen Z. See, Sean Ryan, I think, have the same mentality with the content that I do, but instead of him being like, I can't just do the Dracula flow shit every now, like I can't just rely on that. I gotta do something serious every now and then. His version of it is, I can't put these stolen valor, tweaker, fake gang unit detective guys on every time. Yeah, it does buku crackhead numbers because it's fucking bugged out. And everyone watching is just in the comments like, what the fuck? I think he's like, nah, I got it because it's going to fuck my reputation up if I do that too much. That's the difference. See, I don't even worry about fucking my reputation up. I just know there's a certain amount of my audience that really come here for when I say real street shit, when I really break shit down thoroughly, when I make good points and I do focused content. They also here for the fucking Dracula flow shit. But I know if that was all I did, some motherfuckers would be either aggravated or they might even unsubscribe if that was all I did and I never did no serious shit again. I have to, pimp. In particular about at my age. I sent my Astro Zombies to R-Word the land. My Astro Zombies. Getting back to meat and potatoes, right? So Sean Ryan taking a break from the Shreks and the operating. This pill bottle has fucking 4 insurgents in it, bro. They disguise themselves as Valium. That pimp, shit like that, expensive shit. So he had to take a break from that and actually do something serious about 14 hours ago. And who do I do this for? Ain't me or you. So basically, he has these 2 guys on here. I don't know what the other guy was there for, because he seemed to not say nothing the whole time. He seemed just kind of like a handler or something. Shia LaBeouf. The dude looked kind of like, fuck, I said his name. He looked kind of like the dude who got shot in the face in Dallas, who was a Navy SEAL. That's my pop's boy. It wasn't him. But they have very similar look. When people are lifers in the SEALs, they get this like look to them weird. It's like almost like when I was really in the streets, like once I got really in the streets and I still have this look ever since, Like when I was really doing like serious shit with serious statutes of limitations that could have gone way left, 211s and shit, yeah. My mom was like, you start to get a certain look to you. You know, people who are in the streets, not just people who are like on drugs in the street, but people who are really doing bad shit, they get a certain look to them. You're starting to get that look. And it's the same shit with people who is like really old and still in the SEALs. Delta Force. That's why when that one dude was like, and they're all older and they pull up these kit bags, I was like, that sounds exactly like my pop's friend. I don't know about the kit bags part. That shit sounded weird with the old caps. Why do they focus on the clothes so much? They had different boots. So he has these two dudes on there. One of them, I guess, is not a recruiter, but he's called an 06. He's got this guy who basically does selection for the teams. Basically, like the SEAL team equivalent of what Jamie Foxx was doing in Jarhead with Sniper School. You know, that's what we call it, the teams. He had some kid from Gen Z, like the dude was talking about, one of his the selection guys who was like, I guess from Gen Z, 22-year-old kid or something, right? Here's the thing, Gen Z. Some of y'all really make me proud. Like B-Lo Kid Debo really make me proud. It's like I say about my generation, why I'm Gen X, not a millennial. Despite what the fucking timelines like to say, right? What I call post-97 syndrome. People in my generation, born after the year 1997, have a lacking moral compass, and they don't stand, they're not real like the motherfuckers who came out before 97. You see what I'm saying? There's like a clear split. The motherfuckers after 97 do all the fake shit, be capping for the gram, you know, taking pictures of money on Google, text it to you. You know, I'm trying to one take this shit. I already fucked it up. And the motherfuckers before 97 like me, the closer you get to Gen X, the more real the motherfuckers is from my generation. You know, that's why I'm the last of Mohicans with this shit. So everybody in prison, one of like the most common thing said about Bundles are real ass. Bundles are real. This guy who I guess does selection for the teams, you know, that's what we call it, you know, the teams, you know. Fucking, see how I think that's what he said. That should be cracking me up, bro. I'm like, yeah, get him, big bro, do it. I honestly want to know who started going at him first. Was it me or him? I think I went at Mike Glover actual before he went at any of these motherfuckers. But I'll let him have that. Now it's like God be speaking through me to do this content, pimp. You know, I speak the words. They feel this when I speak it. It chills their nerves and their bones when I be saying the fly shit I be saying. Wordsmith. So this guy who does selection for the teams, he does selection for the SEAL teams. And I guess he had some kid he had selected from Gen Z. And he said that, you know, they're basically trying to pressure break this kid at one point. And he had wrote something in his, I don't know if it's an application or what, saying like, I fear no man. And like they said, with all the yelling and shit they was doing, trying to get him to react, he was so fucking calm. And that's why I want to make this video, folks. See, not only to say, okay, Sean Ryan, I see what you're doing there. Like, I don't hate on Sean Ryan. I just really didn't like him lying about doing some shit in South America. Anyone who knows anything about the drug trade in South America knows it's impossible. Like I said, I respect people who's in the service. Most of my family was in the service. Most of my family was not just in the service, but in fucking special forces and the CIA and shit. Anyways, so what this guy is saying is like, you tried so hard to get this kid to break from Gen Z, it wouldn't break. At the end, they're like, you know, the dude says like, I have the power to fire, hire, whatever. Like, I could ruin your whole career. Do you fear me? The kid said, I don't fear you, but I respect you. That's what I like to hear, Gen Z. Y'all made me proud with this one. This is a real story. If this guy didn't make this shit up, yeah, y'all make me kind of proud. It's almost like Gen Z might have done the same shit my generation did, where the closer they got to millennials, because if you 20 and you Gen Z, you would have been pretty close to that millennial side. Them motherfuckers, like, the closer they get to being millennials, the realer they be. But I still don't ever think they'll be as real as us. Nah, you can't buy this, pimp. You can't manufacture this. They stopped making this, bro. This like a limited edition right here, bro. This like a limited edition, you know what I'm saying? I got court in the morning and I don't want to go. Because I'm really that, not Sean Ryan. So if this is true what he said about this Gen Z kid, that's why I like to see America. Yo, there's a Time magazine article from way back in the day when I was a kid. Before I even was like, no, I'm a millennial. No, I'm not. I don't care what your fucking years say. When I was born, millennial wasn't a term. It was Gen X. I'm technically the tailest end of Gen X, if you want to be real about it and not do what the fucking news be doing, where they fucking fuck the timeline or shit up intentionally to suit their narrative. Time magazine cover said, millennials, they're self-centered, all this negative shit, and they're going to save us all. And they're going to save us. That was the cover. Listed all these negative traits about millennials, and then said it, but they're going to save us all. Listen, I think I get that Time magazine article because it was talking about the motherfuckers like me who we don't consider ourselves millennials, because that shit didn't exist when I was born. Millennial wasn't a thing till way after the millennium, bitch. That shit wasn't even a thought when I was born. That's how we need to be doing this shit. If you was born and the generation was Gen X, you Gen X. Everyone be born before that new term is with the old generation. I'm gonna change the whole world and be in them history books, pimp. Big Range Rover. If what this guy said was true, shout out Gen Z, we need more of that and less of the fake blind bitch walking down the street, you heard me? Stop faking blind to get a check. You go in that goddamn service and say you don't fear no man. Cause one of two things gonna happen. If you a bitch, they gonna pull your card. If you really that, you gonna be really that and you gonna be legendary, pimp. I'm serving that Whitney. Entertainment purposes, Trump. You know, I got for the low, 36.0 for the low, 1,008 grams on the scale, weigh it up. I wanna cut off the bottom of the brick. Don't mind what I'm doing here, bro. I just gotta do this shit, I gotta do this nasal spray real quick, you know, for my sinuses, the saline. So what I'm letting you know is that this shit might not be all hope is gone. Honestly, bro, I ain't vote for Trump. Yo, Post Malone, don't ever say I sided with Trump on nothing again. My stance has not changed this whole time, no matter who is in office. That motherfucker showed up to Washington, ain't bring no trillions of dollars, pimp. Fuck Trump. I hope he don't get that mineral deal. I hope he don't. Fuck him. But fuck Zelensky 10 times more sideways in the ear, bitch. Put that shit on my grandma eyesight. Fuck Jelly Roll. Like I said, pimp, you know what's great about having these types of trades right here? You know what's great about it? Magnet, you know what's great about that? Yeah. Big pimping. Big pimping. Anyways, so big pimping. Anyways, so I had to let them know, bro, this shit, you know, because it come from when we never had shit, pimp. If Gen Z really did this shit and this shit true, I support Gen Z. We need more of that. More of that, less of the fake blind bitch walking down the street. Don't ever say you was the plug again, Sean Ryan. I'm out this bitch.